Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a different video. I kinda just wanted to sit down and yap, per se. It's something I've kinda wanted to delve into quite a bit recently, ever since FNaF was added into Dead by Daylight. I kinda wondered what else could happen with it. So yeah, let's talk about what other skins, or what other characters in Dead by Daylight could be given FNaF skins. Because we need other characters that aren't just the old man in the rabbit suit. So, yeah. Well, I guess I'll start off with saying I definitely want more Springtrap skins. And I absolutely, please, absolutely want the clown and the toxic skin to not be linked. Please, I want to use the clown knife on normal Springtrap. Please, behavior. Please, I'm begging. Please, please, I want this. Please. But anyway, I want more Springtrap skins. I definitely want Burn Trap to be in this somehow. Some way. I don't know if there's gonna be, the chapter 2 with the Mimic, and he'll be a skin for that, or if he'll be a skin for Springtrap himself. I don't really care. I just want him in the game because he's a cool design, and I feel like the model that Dead by Daylight uses could be translated pretty well into Burn Trap. I think it'll be really cool. I think people will like it. And a bit of a touchy subject. I want Peanut Head Afton in the game. I want I want him to be a Springtrap skin. I want him to come in, be goofy looking, be funny. It's like the Matthew Lillard skin. Anyone who plays I refuse to believe that when you play the Matthew Lillard skin, you are actually playing to be serious. You're playing for fun. You cannot tell me otherwise. I would know. But I want him to be I want Peanut Head Afton. I want Jimmy Neutron. And I also kind of had an idea for how he could work as a skin because of his missing arm. Maybe, when he retrieves or pulls up the axe, maybe, I don't know, like a skeleton hand burns on as well and burns away when he throws it, or when he doesn't need it anymore. Like, burns along with the axe. I think that'd be cool. Maybe make it purple. Who knows? But yeah, those two I definitely want as Springtrap skins. Maybe a Flaming Springtrap from AR, who knows? But anyway, other characters besides him. I know people have been talking about it ever since FNaF released. About, oh, the devs didn't forget about him. He's gonna be added as a skin. Oh, he's gonna show up one way or another. Ooh. But I know everyone will be happy with a Foxy skin of some kind for Blight. Because his whole power is just go fast. That's it. He's just fast. And what's Foxy's whole main thing ever since FNaF 1? He's fast. It just makes sense. But I have written down a very specific version of Foxy that I want as a skin for the Blight. Grim Foxy, or Jacko Foxy, whatever you want to call him, from Help Wanted, to Dreadbear, whatever. I want him as the Blight licensed skin, because in the Corn Maze level, you hear him stomping around, you hear him, growling, or going dum de dum dum dum, doing his funny little song and dance, and when he sees you, he does that kind of sound, he does that like roar thing, which I think sounds decently similar to the Blight's kind of roar thing when he starts rushing. So I think Grim Foxy would make the best Foxy skin for Dead by Daylight. Blight. That guy. And also, Grim Foxy is just cool. I guess it's not really a competition. I guess it's Dreadbear, but I think Grim Foxy is the best Jacko design, or Halloween character design. Actually, yeah, he's the best Halloween design. Jacko Bonnie and Chica are just recolors. We got Frank and Freddy. Balloon Boy, who's just bigger. And Nightmarion, who's just... I guess Nightmarion's pretty cool, but... I just like Grim Foxy better. He has a big sickle, which would make a great weapon in Dead by Daylight. I think they should bring this into the game next Halloween. That would be pretty sick. That could just be me, though. I mean, I don't really know the community's thoughts on Grim Foxy as a whole. I know people thought him as cool when he was first, showed up in Help Wanted, but I don't know if opinions have changed over years. Mine hasn't. I know that for sure. Yeah. I think Grim Foxy should be the Blight skin. I think that just makes the most sense, and I think that's just a cool idea, and I wish it was already true. Next up on the list, we have a bit of an interesting one. Looking back on it now, I might change who I think this character should be, as far as like what original character it should be instead. I think Golden Freddy. Either Golden Freddy or Shadow Freddy would be a skin for the spirit. Because I'm thinking, right? When the spirit's invisible and going around, you hear all the whispering and all that, all the spooky noises. I'm kind of just thinking you could replace that and have it so then, you hear Golden Freddy, or all the children saying, "Oh, it's me," all like the children laughing and whatnot, and then Golden Freddy shows up, like how Spirit does. I think that would be cool. That in itself, I think, is really cool. But then, when I've thought of it more, I guess, generally, the attack animation I had in mind would be more suited to Sadako. But I'm pretty sure they won't do licensed skins for licensed characters. Just because of policy, I'm imagining. And with that being said, the third item on my list no longer makes sense. But yeah, I think Golden Freddy or Shadow Freddy, whichever I guess they think would be better. I think Golden Freddy would be better. Just because then you can have, I guess, a story of Golden Freddy traveling into the fog to find Springtrap, like to hunt after him, and then, I guess trying to get people out of the way so that he can hopefully get to Springtrap. I don't know. But Golden Freddy I think would be a cool kind of skin to do. For my third option, I had originally put down as a replacement or a skin for Wesker, but with licensing stuff, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, instead, I think Ennard would make a cool skin for the Unknown. Now, given that the Unknown is in a bit of a sorry state, according to a lot of people, maybe this skin will bring some number changes to him. Because I have seen firsthand in my own matches playing against him, he does not have a lot of time to, make his projectile work the best it can. So I feel like that could last longer. That's balancing stuff. That's not what I'm trying to talk about right now. I'm trying to say that Ennard, I think, would make a fun skin for the Unknown, because you could have the voice lines be replaced by like an Ennard, maybe if Ennard we got a voice actor. I don't know if he already has one, but you could have him saying the same lines that the Unknown does, since the things inside Ennard already like to play pretend, so they can mimic the voices like he does. And as far as the projectile goes, I don't know, Remnant. And as far as the clones go, Remnant. Wires, spaghetti wires, spaghetti man, butter. But yeah, I don't know if the Unknown's the best suit for him. The only connection that I had was that, it's kind of like gives off the same sort of vibe, but the power doesn't really fit him well. And then I had chose Wesker before because, the general vibe with the Ouroboros kind of thing. It's kind of funny to see Ennard dashed like that, but then again, doesn't really make too much sense. But either way, I want Ennard to be a skin. I want some sort of Ennard appreciation, I suppose. Maybe they can make Ennard a skin for the Mimic if that comes out. I'd be fine with that. That'd be cool. But I just want some sort of Ennard to appear, because Ennard's a cool character. Now that I'm thinking about it, Ennard would kind of make a cool character or a cool skin for Crosu. And then whenever you just have like a skin suit, doesn't have to be Michael, but you just have a skin suit and just shed it every time, and then that could work. The third person view might be a little wonky, but that could work. Ennard can make a cool Crosu skin. Again, as far as the projectile is concerned, oil, remnant, butter. You could throw butter at you. You could just throw the basket of butters at you. Why not? But yeah, I think Crosu makes a better Ennard skin now that I've put my thoughts out there. Crosu definitely would work better than Unknown. I guess either would work fine, but I think Crosu generally fits the theme better. Looking back at it again now, another character that could fit Ennard is Singularity, but that's just because he's a robot, and he talks like a robot, so he could be Ennard. I don't know how the biopods would work. That wouldn't really fit him, I don't think, but it could. So yeah, that's all the ideas I have written down. Honestly, if we could do licensed skins on licensed characters, it would be really funny to see a plush trap skin for Chucky. That would be fun. But yeah, I don't really have any other skin ideas, requests, whatever you want to call them. So that's about it. Let me know. I guess you can post any ideas that you might have, or changes to what I brought to the table in the comments. That feels weird to say that, but yeah, if you have any suggestions, commentary, put it in the comments. Behavior, please make a variant of the Matthew Lillard's yellow rabbit skin with the mask on, and then it changes his voice. Please, it cannot be that hard. I know you say it's because of the limitations in the cosmetic system, but just, if you have to, make it two separate skins. Make it two separate skins, but then if you buy the Matthew Lillard, like the original Yellow Rabbit skin, you get given the other one for free, the mask version. And then from now on, just sell them as a bundle. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.